WWE 2K22 just released patch 1.10. This is just a hot fix update, but there's bigger news that's coming out of the mod community, and it's not good. We got the full news for you guys right now. Hey everybody, welcome back to Assemble. I'm Matt. Great to have you here. It's our second show for the day. I'm still excited, but we have some bad news when it comes to the modding community for WWE 2K22. We'll get to that in just a minute, but first off, we want to be able to go through all of the patch notes that we have. I say all the patch notes. The little blurb of patch notes updates that we have from 2K. Patch 1.10 just came out, just released. It's a small one, not too much to go through here, but here we go. A few small fixes here, but this is for PS4, PS5, PC, and Xbox One and Xbox Series X consoles. It addressed downloading issues related to multiple superstars from community creations, added stability fixes, added performance improvements, other minor fixes. There is nothing substantial within this. I've gone through and tried out community creations, honestly, even after the patch. For me anyways, playing on Xbox, I noticed that it's been very slow to load. Hopefully this patch is addressing some stability issues for creations. It was specifically geared towards community creations. But let me know your thoughts with this patch. Are you noticing any differences in terms of community creations, download speeds, being able to download, upload? Is it working for you? I've tried to test out a few things. One thing that I tried to test out right away to see if they fix it or not, something as simple as catch finishers. Try to toss my opponent up in the air and then pull off an RKO or an attitude adjustment. None of it worked, so substantial fixes have not been done with this update, with this patch. To be honest, not what I was looking for when it comes to a 2K22 patch. I'm looking for that big, like 20 to 30 gigabyte patch to fix things. Dual titles, catch finishers, everything. Hopefully we will see more fixes in the next update, but speaking of 20, 30 gigabyte patches and fixes, 2K22 did release a patch on the PC side of things. This patch is around 25 gigs in size, and essentially this has ended modding for 2K22. Pro Wrestling Mods has been phenomenal. Their website, the updates, the team, the work that they do, the modding community is incredible. And so this patch update, based on the feedback from Pro Wrestling Mods themselves, they've let everybody know that this latest patch, this latest fix, has effectively ended modding online for the game on PC. These quotes are coming from Pro Wrestling Mods over on Twitter just a few hours ago, and they said the following in their post. "We are saddened to see, like previous patch, WWE games have decided to prevent modding again. While we appreciate developers reaching out and detailing your support of our community and modding as a whole, this leaves us to question where we truly stand." So this is terrible for people that love to create mods, people that enjoy the mods, people that buy PC and the game specifically just for the mods, because they do like amazing work. You can have the biggest and best rosters. Every other comment in the videos is always like, yeah, just get a PC and go mod it, or get the mods. So it's really unfortunate and really sad to hear that they are removing the ability to do modding with 2K. And it's also puzzling as well because Pro Wrestling Mods did post this, and they alluded to the point that 2K has kind of always been pushing for good and pushing the modding and the community. Patrick Gilmour himself has yay the modding community, even recently. Pro Wrestling Mods follows up with this post with another one that states, "Any form of custom content has been locked out again. We found a workaround, but the latest hotfix has, quote, fixed it. This prevents most forms of modding, characters, trons, arenas, etc." In the full thread that they were speaking in, they did, because so many people were reaching out to them, they did say in a later post that, quote, "It hurts more when we have public tweets from @Mr. Epilogue, Patrick Gilmour, praising mods." So this is what I was getting at, because I have seen this. I have seen the posts, and I apologize. I wish I could pull them up. I could go through and scramble through Twitter to try and grab them, but there are public tweets out there of Patrick Gilmour, of the devs on 2K side, applauding the work of mods and supporting them. So this patch seems very odd. Now, I know nothing of modding video games. I don't know if it's going to be possible that down the road they'll be able to find a workaround or any other way to be able to get things up and running again. As it stands right now, it looks like they're not going to be able to. As Pro Wrestling Mods has indicated that Tron's arenas, etc. will not work. And let me know in the comments if you have personal experience with this, or even right now, and if 2K19 will even work anymore. It doesn't sound like anything is going to work. This is just speaking for 2K22. I'm sure so many people will continue to go back to 2K19 on the PC side of things for the modding over there, but with the fresh game, that modding community was building themselves up, getting more and more assets out there, more and more to work with, and it was exciting. And I find it odd on 2K's side, and just, it puts a bad taste in your mouth from a community perspective, in that people mod the game, whether it's wrestling games or, you know, a classic Mario game, Nintendo game, they mod the game, they port games, they do these things because at the end of the day, they enjoy playing the game. They want to be able to have fun and play the game. Arguably, they want to play a better version of your game. Because 2K22, he's got a little problem, right? So a modding community is sometimes good. These people are good at what they do. I mean, if you're 2K, you might want to reach out to a few of them to ask for some tips on how to make things a little bit better and smoother. So to kind of like, to red tape your hardcore audience, in my opinion, of that community, it leaves, again, a bad taste in your mouth. It leaves me puzzled as to why you would want to put your foot on all of this and stop it, when frankly, I don't think it's really hurting anybody. It's up for debate. There is a debate in there of like, should a game, and let me know, should a game have modding? Should it be allowed? You purchased the game? Do you own it? Are you leasing it? Are you renting it? Should you be able to go in and do these things, download graphics, input music, and so on? But this is not new when it comes to wrestling games. This is not new when it comes to just gaming in general. I would be curious to know if they will still be able to utilize the existing assets that are in the PC modded community. So if they have downloaded mods, current mods, and they have everything on it ready to go, and they have all of the downloaded stars, etc., will all of that continue to work, but basically nothing new can be added? Again, no expert here, but just really curious from modding perspective if you can still play with the existing assets that are in there, that you've worked with, that you've downloaded in the modded version of the game, and just you're blocked now from anything new. Just trying to put something optimistic out there that at least with the stuff that you do have that's existing, maybe it can still be worked with. And again, hopefully there is going to be a future workaround or an update or a future patch from 2K that would open the door a little bit. But let me know your thoughts on patch 1.10. What do you still need to see from patches going forward? I know there's a list, don't worry, I've seen you out there. I know you got your comments with the, you going in there and you're telling Matt about double titles, and you're telling Matt about the crashing and the blue screens and the PlayStation 4, just giving you all the dirty business. Don't worry, I hear you. We're in it together. But I am sad to hear about the modding community, and shout out to Pro Wrestling Mods. Hopefully things will work out for the modding community. You got my support over here. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and as always, I'll see you in the next episode.